What's up guys, my name is Zanprez and welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video is a pretty highly requested video, but I am going to be going over just some tips if you are just starting off the game. But before we get into this video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I just started a group on Roblox and that'll be linked down in the description. I have a shirt available in this group and it's only going to be available before I hit 5,000 subscribers on this channel. As a lot of you guys know, we just hit 4,000 subscribers and this channel is gaining subscribers so fast, and this shirt is only going to be available until we hit 5,000 subscribers because I want this shirt to be exclusive to only the people that were here at the very beginning, and then it will never be available again. So if you guys like this shirt, I'll put it up on the screen right now. If you guys like it, it's only 5 Robux and I would definitely recommend going and getting this because it is going to be an exclusive thing. Only 5 Robux, so I tried to make it as cheap as possible for you guys. But with that being said, it is only going to be available until we hit 5,000 subscribers, which is probably going to happen here pretty soon because you guys have been hitting that subscribe button like crazy lately. So thank you guys so much. It really does mean so much to me. I can't believe we hit 4,000 subscribers and we're on our way to 5,000, and I have some pretty exciting things planned for 5,000 subscribers. I'm working alongside with a couple other people and you guys will know pretty soon what this exciting project is going to be right when we hit 5,000 subscribers. So that just already being said, let's get right into these tips. So I have actually been playing Beachz Simulator right since the game launched, which is so long ago, almost 3 years, which is absolutely insane. But I do remember how it was to be a noob in this game, and actually pretty recently I've started a series on this channel where I started the game over as a noob. So if you guys are interested in that, I will leave the first video of that series linked in the description, and you can kind of follow that series along if you guys are interested in that. And I recommend it. It's pretty entertaining and it's fun for me to make those videos because I haven't been a noob in this game for a really long time. So that's what this video is going to be on. It's going to be just a bunch of different tips because Beachz Simulator, to be fair, is probably one of the more technical games on Roblox, and I think that's one of the most amazing things about the game, and that's why it has lasted for as long as it has, almost 3 years like I just said, which is pretty much unheard of for a lot of games. So definitely that is just one of the amazing things about Beachz Simulator, but it does make the game a little bit confusing for people that are just starting off. So I hope that this video can help you guys a little bit, and let's get right into some tips. Alright, so I'm just going to have some clips of me playing in the background, just pretty casually. I'm not going to be doing any big boosts or anything in this video, but I do just kind of want to have some interesting things going on in the background, so this video is a little bit entertaining. So the first thing I want to say, as when you're starting off as a noob, I would kind of consider this to be around, I don't know, just anywhere from like 10 Bs till 25 Bs. I definitely think that that is kind of this targeted area that this video is going to be looking at. However, with this being said, I still think that this could be extremely helpful to a lot of other people because some things I didn't figure out in Beachz Simulator until way later than most people figured out. I figured out some things before a lot of people, I figured out some things after a lot of people. It kind of just depends how often you play, the people that you talk to, because if you aren't talking to a big group of people, or if you didn't join the Discord servers, which I would really recommend joining the Beachz Simulator Discord server so you can get updated on everything. But it's just kind of stuff like that. It's just tips starting the game, and it kind of varies for everybody. So that being said, it's not limited to just 10 to 25 Bs. I think this video could be helpful for everybody. So one thing that I think is really important in Beachz Simulator is making sure that you are always trying to defeat your mobs that are on the field. So there are so many different mobs, and they can all drop different things. They're located in different fields, and they all have cooldowns. And I would really recommend you guys staying on top of all your cooldowns and trying to go and defeat those mobs whenever you can. And depending on what stage you are in the game, if you have a bee that will spawn you baby love, so probably a baby bee in your hive, then definitely try and get that baby love token before defeating your mob, just because it's going to give you better rewards, and sometimes these rewards are going to be extremely helpful. I know right when I started the game a very long time ago, it was extremely hard to get royal jelly, but now if you're just starting your game off, it is so much easier to get royal jelly, which is so helpful because back way in the day, everybody was stuck with these huge hives full of basic bees, but now it's a lot easier to get royal jelly, and that's probably the most powerful thing at the very beginning of the game. But you just want to make sure that you stay on top of your bug runs and everything, because that's going to just be so much more helpful to you, and it is going to actually give you some progress towards badges in the game, which will also unlock more boosts. And now that I kind of touched on badges, you guys are going to want to make sure that you are staying up to date on all of your badges, making sure that you're claiming everything, because you want to make sure that you can utilize every single boost that you've earned. So now with that being said, I also want to talk about amulets. Now, amulets seem like something that's pretty far away, especially when you're at a lower stage in the game, but when you get 20 bees, you're actually able to get an ant amulet, and you will get this ant amulet with even a very low score in the ant challenge. The ant challenge will be extremely difficult to you at first, especially if you only have 20 bees, but after a while, it will start helping you. But you guys are just going to want to make sure that you are getting every single amulet you can. Getting as many buffs as you can when you're starting out this game is so important, and I can't even stress how important it is, because it's just going to give you that advantage over everybody else that doesn't try and get every single buff in the game. So you really want to make sure that you're doing that. And also, this is my biggest thing. There was probably a solid 6 months where this is all I would do, is I would go and run around between the red HQ, the 25B zone, and the blue HQ, and I would go and claim my free field boosts from the field boost generator, and I would just farm in that field. So right when I was starting the game, I actually always would recommend a mixed hive to somebody that doesn't have too many bees, because you're able to do what I'm about to tell you. Is you're going to want to be able to get all of these field boosts one at a time and just go in to a field 15 minutes until the boost ends, and just try and get as much honey as possible, because the boosts are so much more helpful than people actually think, and you can now generate each of the boosts every hour, which is extremely helpful. So by the time that you've done all 3 of the boosts, your first boost that you did is almost already fully generated again. So it's kind of just a little cycle that you can do. Sometimes it can get a little bit boring, but I would always recommend that to people. Always make sure that you're grinding honey in a field that has a field boost on it, because that's going to be so much more helpful to you than grinding in a field that doesn't have a field boost on it. And especially if you're trying to save up for some of the better materials in the game and some of the better items, I would definitely always recommend going after these field boosts, because it's just going to help you so much. Now, another thing is do your sprouts. Now, I'm sure you've heard so many other YouTubers tell you, do your sprouts, but the reason they always say that is because it is so true. I sometimes am guilty of not always doing sprouts around the field. I always will do a sprout if it's a rare sprout and up, but really you should be doing every single sprout even if it's not a rare sprout, because it's just going to help you so much. And here's a tip that I think most people know, but some people might not know. The sprout is going to give you the type of loot from it as the type of field that the sprout is in. So when I say this, I mean if you plant a sprout in the sunflower field, or maybe just a sprout spawns in the sunflower field, and then you break that sprout, it is going to drop you a lot of sunflower seeds. If you break a sprout in a red field, it is going to give you a lot of strawberries. And that kind of goes for all fields. Pineapple patch, that'll give you pineapples if there's a sprout in there. Any blue field, that'll give you blueberries. And it kind of just goes along like that. And that's super helpful, especially if you're just trying to save up to get enough materials for the advanced crafting items. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video, I might have to make a part 2 later down the road because there's so many more things, but you guys are going to want to save up your tickets. Now, these tickets are going to be so important so you can get your event bees. I would actually recommend your first event bee being Tabby Bee, and it's 500 tickets. So a lot of people say you should get Crimson and Cobalt Bee first because they're only 250 tickets each. I would always say go for Tabby Bee, because Tabby Bee will get better the longer that you have it. So if you get it first, then it's just less time that you'll have to worry about building up your Tabby Love ability. So this is going to be about it for this video. I know that I missed so many things, and there's so many other parts to Bee Swarm Simulator, and that is why it is such a successful, amazing game that we all love to play so much. But that is going to be about it. let me know in the comments if you guys want me to make another one of these videos for noobs, or maybe you want me to make one of these videos where I target it a little bit more towards the pro players or just the players with a little bit more bees. So that is going to be about it. Make sure to go check out the group. It'll be linked down in the description. Go get that shirt. If you guys like my content, please consider liking, subscribing, turning on notifications, and I'll see you guys next time.